The world has been captivated by the mystery of Jack the Ripper for nearly 140 years, a name that still echoes through the annals of criminal history. His brutal murders in the Whitechapel district of London have puzzled investigators, criminologists, and the public alike. But now, thanks to a breakthrough in DNA testing, there seems to be a definitive answer to the question that has haunted us for over a century. The infamous killer's identity is now believed to be Aaron Kosminski, a Polish immigrant who worked as a barber. The evidence came from an unexpected source: a blood-stained shawl found at one of the crime scenes. In 2007, this shawl, said to have been recovered from the body of Catherine Eddowes, one of the Ripper's victims, was auctioned off. It wasn't until years later that Russell Edwards, a researcher, acquired the shawl and decided to conduct DNA testing on it. What he found was nothing short of astounding. The shawl contained both the blood of Catherine Eddowes and semen that matched the DNA of a living descendant of Aaron Kosminski. The DNA match was 100% conclusive. Thus, Russell Edwards has expressed his elation at this monumental discovery, describing the moment he saw the match as a moment of pure joy. According to Edwards, this discovery brings a sense of closure to the families of the victims, though he recognizes that Kosminski cannot be prosecuted, having passed away in 1919. Still, for the descendants of the victims, it provides them with a form of justice that they've long sought. This revelation has sparked calls for an official inquest into the case, with descendants of both the victims and Kosminski urging legal authorities to acknowledge this breakthrough, in the hopes of closing the chapter on one of history's most infamous unsolved crimes. Kosminski's identity as the murderer was not entirely new. He had been a prime suspect during the original investigation in the late 1880s. A barber with a history of mental illness, he had been noted in police memos at the time. However, no concrete evidence ever surfaced to directly implicate him, and the case remained unsolved for over a century. Now, thanks to modern DNA technology, we have a near certain answer. The brutality of Jack the Ripper's killings shocked Victorian London. Between August and November of 1888, 5 women, Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly, were murdered and gruesomely mutilated. All of them were sex workers, and their bodies were disemboweled or had vital organs removed in a manner that suggested a deep knowledge of human anatomy. The fear these murders instilled in the public was palpable, and for months, London streets were emptied after dark, as people feared the prowling killer. Despite an extensive investigation, the Ripper was never caught. Over the years, numerous suspects have emerged, from doctors and members of the royal family to well-known figures like the author of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Lewis Carroll. However, it now seems that the man behind the horrifying crimes was Aaron Kosminski, a name long suspected but never confirmed until now. As this case continues to captivate the world, the descendants of the victims, such as Karen Miller, whose ancestor Catherine Eddowes was killed, are urging for an official inquest. They believe that confirming Kosminski's guilt in a court of law would finally offer some sense of closure for the families involved. The long unsolved case of Jack the Ripper, which has fascinated generations, may finally be closed. But whether it brings true justice for the victims remains to be seen. The Ripper's identity has been revealed, but the questions about why and how he committed such heinous acts will likely linger for years to come. Less than P class equals text start. Text SM, leading 6 text white greater than chat GPT, can think longer before responding. For better answers to your biggest questions, stay subscribed for more videos.